Hi, I want to welcome you to the Vari World headquarters located in Coppell, Texas, the heart of DFW. For the last 2 months, our teams have been working remote, and as they started to come back in early May, we started to think about really what were the changes that needed to be made in the workspace. So we reached out and looked at what the CDC was starting to recommend, and the guidelines that the CDC has just published here in late May really follow most of the changes that we had already implemented in our space. So the first thing was masks. So we knew that people were wearing masks, so you're gonna see our team members wearing that throughout the space. And today we're gonna show you 4 different spaces. So it includes our customer experience team, our technology team, marketing space, as well as our sales area. And we're gonna start right here in our entryway, which is a high density area. And so also, like many companies, we're doing staggered entries, so we have delayed times of when the team members are coming in. We've added acrylic panels in the space. And also we're doing temperature checks. So at first it was manual checks with a handheld unit, and now we're using a sophisticated technology from EZO. So let's start our journey. We're gonna start off with the sanitize and come inside and we'll show you what we're doing. So throughout the space, we're testing different prototypes and ideas, like even a 3D printed arm bar here so we can eliminate touch points on the doors. We've added floor decals to remind people of the 6 feet separation, as well as arrows to adjust traffic flow patterns. And per the CDC guidelines, we've now gone to single serve on everything with our coffee bar, as opposed to just having a stainless steel canister for everybody to use. And whenever we have high touch points, we've either added paper towel dispensers or more Purell stations as well. Some of the other things is we're starting to think about these collision points. We had a secondary coffee bar in the back for us. And then whenever possible, we also eliminated doors, so a doorless entry to our restrooms as well. So one of the things people miss the most when working remote is really the energy of the space. And it's hard to define, but it's subtle things like the music that we play in the lobby that welcomes our visitors and our guests. Also biophilia, where you're adding plants and bringing nature and outdoors into a space. We actually tripled the number of plants in our space. Also, scent machines are a great addition to any of that. And while our team was out, so 90% of our workforce in a 4-hour period literally had to work from home just like all of your organizations, our team went through and started to think about what is distance-based design gonna be. So we started with our customer experience team. And they had a very traditional benching format in their design and layout. And while they were out, we designed a space that was totally different, that had 6-foot spacing between the team members. So now let's take a look at the customer experience space. The customer experience space is really a high density design, but we really needed to make sure that the teams could come back and work in a safe and healthy environment. Our electric desks come in 2 sizes. One size is 48 inches, the other is 60 inches. So when you pair one of our desks along a side table or a file cabinet, you're going to get at least 6-foot distancing between the work team members. We also have acrylic panels. Our original designs were 12 and 18 inches tall, and a lot of the companies had removed them from their workspaces. We've now added those back into the design and even added an additional 24 by 30 inch panel that can be used in a space. Now we're going to take a look at our second area, which is our technology team. Totally different density and configuration. In our technology teams, they're set up like most technology teams in an agile framework. So they're working on 2 to 3 week sprints as they're developing new technologies and launching on our Salesforce platform. They also need breakout rooms and huddle spaces and war rooms so that they can work on their projects and their teams together. And then we're gonna go see Steve at our help desk here. And so when clients have a question, our team members can pop right up here. Again, for our help desk, we've added an acrylic panel and all the cleaning stuff that's necessary as well. So the break room is another area where we made a lot of changes to the space. The first thing is we removed some of the seating that was in there. We added some prototype acrylic panels, so when the teams are sitting down having lunch or having a conversation, that works out as well. Also, over 1% of our staff is dedicated to cleaning, so you see Rosa and Lulu back there. And we also have a nighttime team that comes in as well. And in our collaborative areas, we have also distance space design for our soft seating and breakout areas. The floors, we love polished concrete, and so we just believe that's a great way to not encourage germs throughout your space, so whenever possible, we have concrete throughout the space. We also noticed that there are no hidden conversations, so there's no doors whenever possible. All of the areas you can see through, so there's clear glass or frosted. And in all of our meeting areas, we've removed a lot of the seating. We've added cleaning supplies, Purell, disinfectant wipes inside the spaces. So when they do have meetings, we can pre-clean and post-clean before and after a meeting. And we also know that mind space and mental health and wellness and areas to recharge are also important. So using our quick flex walls to create Zen pods or focus pods allow team members to focus on a project or get away and recharge whenever they need to. And now we're entering our third area, which is our marketing department. Again, a totally different design is the way we've thought about the space. And we've leveraged our marker boards to create barriers when needed between the team members. We actually have our team members seated back to back, and also the addition of our acrylic panels. In the space, we also added our quick flex walls throughout the space. So the addition of the quick flex walls provides an additional area of protection for our team members, and it's a quick and simple way for us to add the walls throughout the space whenever needed. So we built our products around flexibility. We designed our space one way, but when we need to, we can easily flex it. Our quick flex walls are easy to put together. That means we can add or remove conference rooms, offices, add a seat for a new hire, add a war room or a breakout area whenever it's needed, and change as needed. No one knows for sure what's ahead in the office of today or tomorrow, so as those needs change, we can change a space for you. These walls and most of our products are in stock and ready to ship. We're really creating flexible workspaces for its companies in as little as 28 days from call to install. Our final space is our sales floor. A lot of this design is similar to what you've seen in technology, but our sales team members needed more space for calls. It has a different version of our quick flex walls here, includes sound dampening panels to absorb sound in high call volume areas. Our privacy booths also create a space to step away for a personal or sensitive call. We've even added the arm bar so it's easy and safe to enter, and when you're inside, it has all the cleaning supplies that are necessary. The beauty of the privacy booth is it can be assembled in less than 15 minutes, moved throughout a space with a pallet jack, and ships and is ready to deliver today. So today you've seen some amazing areas from us, from our more dense areas in our customer experience team to our collaborative areas in our marketing space, as well as the agile framework that we have in technology, and a very active, engaged, high call volume sales floor. And this is the executive suite. So when each of our employees came back, we wanted to make sure that they had a hand sanitizer right on their desk so they were ready to go whenever they need it. So that was supplied to everybody when we welcomed them back to the office. We also recognize that remote work is a huge important thing. And when I think about remote work, I think about a seamless way. And so my home office looks just like my office here. So again, an electric sit-stand desk, because you don't want to be hunched over at the kitchen table for weeks and months at a time. You really need to think about creating a space where you can break away from your home life to your work life. And so that's a way that I think about it from being seamless. Also, a lot of companies out there have reached out to us because they're now creating stipends or giving budgets to their team members to go out and create a space for them. And we can definitely work with you to set up a corporate program for your employees. And when you're ready to come visit us, we'd love to host you here. We can show you our world headquarters as you think about the workspace of the future here in Capel, show you either one of our VeriSpace locations in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, or come visit us in one of our remote showrooms. So we've got Washington, D.C., Baltimore, Denver, Phoenix, Austin, and Houston. We'd welcome you to come experience and really help us create the workspace of the future. So thank you so much for spending some time with us. Email us your questions, and we're all in this together.